Alright, quick update for Tron. So we are starting to head down. You can see your oscillators, the RSI and the MFI are getting hit pretty hard right now. If we come over to this chart on the daily, you can still see what is somewhat impressive, at least at this moment in time. Tron has still managed to retain 8% of its gains from yesterday's pump, and you know, you might be thinking, oh, that's not too impressive, but if you come over to every single other crypto, you can see Bitcoin, you know, we had this rally yesterday and we completely lost all of the gains. If you're wondering why Bitcoin is tanking right now, I did just make a video called Bitcoin Stock Market Blues. Basically, the stock market rallied on the Fed news yesterday, and today it opened in the red and tanked and lost all of its gains from the Federal Reserve news. So stock market not looking good. It is bleeding into the crypto market. This is all because of what's going on in the stock market, basically. So coming over to Tron, we talked about this yesterday. When we made our video for this, we were very high up. We were pumping like crazy, and I said this in all my altcoin videos. I said I'd be waiting for 24 hours after the Fed meeting is wrapped up to see how the market reacts. I want to see the dust settle. Those were my exact words. I want to wait and see if we do get continuation, because if we don't get continuation and it's a single day pump on the Fed news and then it's followed up by a dump the next day, that is a fool's rally. And in my opinion, at least what I've noticed in the crypto markets, I have a saying: a failed move equals a fast move in the other direction. What does that mean? Well, that means that if you're consolidating in a pattern and you have a big break up to the upside and it turns out to be a fake out, you don't get the continuation and you start moving down, that is a failed move. And what does a failed move equals? A fast move in the opposite direction. This would be predicting that we do go down pretty harshly, and I mean, it is a shame. I want to see if there's any times where we've had a failed move equals a fast move in the opposite direction. I guess the most the most simplest breakout I can see on here that fits that narrative is, you know, you've got this consolidation above this local high, consolidation up to it, and this is where you had the breakout. And like I said, you know, you have a failed move. So once again, you had the fake out, you tried to have that move above the local top, and because it was a failed move, it equals a fast move in the other direction. As you can see, boom, very quickly we started to landslide, and this is normally how it goes all the time. I mean, you can see here, we tried to retest the previous top on the all-time high. You came down, came up to it, tried to retest it, you didn't get that breakout to the upside, so you got a fast move in the other direction. So failed breakouts, failed moves equals a fast move in the other direction. I think Tron is very 50-50. The number one thing I'd say is I personally would not be trading Tron at this moment in time. Now, you can argue that we're very macro bullish, and I would agree with you on that sentiment. I do believe if we draw from the start of this rally, you would still be above your 786. So, you know, in theory, Tron is exceptionally bullish as long as we don't break below 5.7 cent. But that doesn't mean that we can't come down to 5.7 cent, tag it, and then go up later on, because you know, you've got the stock market plummeting. Bear in mind, Facebook's down 6%, Tesla's down 7%, Coinbase is down 11%, the Nasdaq's down 5%. It's perfectly normal to see the crypto market heading down this much. And like I said, it's very surprising that Tron is only down 9% when you've got, you know, things like Coinbase down 11%. I mean, that just seems a bit crazy to me. Now, like I said, looking at your oscillators, we did get a little bit too overextended too quickly, and now we are getting beat down very heavily. I do imagine we would be heading down at this moment in time. You can still see your 4 hourly EMAs is fighting with your resistance on your money flow indicator and your RSI. So your oscillators are on their last legs on the lower time frames, and if we do not hold this region approximately at 7816, I could definitely expect a big move, most likely back into this channel. I mean, personally, I could definitely see a move down to 6.4 cent. There's a lot going on, there's a lot of variables to take in while Bitcoin is crashing, while the stock market is crashing. Like I said, the stock market opened a couple of hours ago, started to tank. That is why we're seeing everything tank. Now, there is one region where Tron could be saved, and this is, I believe, what I was talking about in my previous video, because we see some touch points on there. Number one, we are still above the first fib that we do have from the all-time high to the low. So in my opinion, this really should hold. I mean, I know I'm giving a lot of price targets, but there's so many variables going on with what's going on in Tron right now. Like I said in yesterday's video, I would be sitting on the sidelines until the dust clears from the Fed meeting, because we're really about to enter a recession or we're about to enter a bull market. There's no in between, in my opinion. There's no sideways action for the next couple of months. It's either Bitcoin is getting ready to go to 50,000 and then break out, or Bitcoin is getting ready to go to 33,000 and we're going to accumulate for the next couple of months, maybe the next year, to the side / slowly upwards before we do get our next halving in approximately 2 years. In case you didn't know, the next Bitcoin halving is in the next 2 years. I might make a video about that later, but yeah, coming on for some very bullish times. Coming into the next halving, I would definitely be looking to pick up some more Bitcoin before we do enter it. Obviously this is a Tron video, but yeah, like I said, I would not be trading Tron at this moment in time. In theory, if the markets do reverse, like say for example Bitcoin needs to close above 37,600. If we don't, then you would have invalidated this uptrend to the downside, and at which point Bitcoin will probably be coming down to 33,000, which is about an 11% drop from where we are right now. The bearish momentum has returned on Bitcoin. I imagine we'd be about to top out on the bullish momentum on Tron, and previously we normally top around this region apart from when we get really bullish. So what would I be looking for Tron to get bullish? What would I need to see to want to enter a trade? Well, first of all, I'd want to see Bitcoin close above 37,600. If Bitcoin never closes above there, then I wouldn't be entering Tron no matter what happens. If that does happen, then what I'd want to see Tron do is come down to your 200-day, back test it, and then head off to the races. That is really all I need to see. And if we do go lower, obviously we'll just continue with the trend as your friend until the end, and we'll look for a reversal, at which point we will let you know when that happens. But until that happens, keep an eye on your 200-day. It could get very ugly for Tron if we do start moving below that 7.5 cent threshold. And considering how we're still holding, you know, a plethora of gains from yesterday, it wouldn't surprise me if we did have a little bit further to go down. So I will be updating you for Tron. Huge amount of selling volume coming in today. Volume predicts price. We had a fake out on the volume yesterday. Like I said, a fast move or a failed move equals a fast move in the opposite direction. Almost forgot my own saying there. But yeah, like I said, you know, you have these moves up to the upside. If it is a failed move and you don't get continuation, then expect a big move back to the downside. I would expect that by the end of the day, we could have a bearish engulfing candle on Tron. Like I said, my views on this are bearish until it proves me otherwise and we do flip the 200-day, at which point I'd be very happy to enter on the assumption that Bitcoin is remaining bullish, because, you know, Tron, I do believe Tron is slightly undervalued. I mean, the all-time high is up here at 18 cent. I haven't personally got any Tron at this moment in time, so around these price targets is very nice in my opinion. That's all I've got for Tron. Like I said, not jumping into any trades. I'm waiting for the dust to settle on the Fed meeting. I'm waiting for 7.5 cent approximately to hold and us to rally after back testing it. If Bitcoin doesn't hold 37,600, it doesn't matter what Tron does in my opinion. Tron will soon follow if Bitcoin starts falling to 33. That's all I've got for Tron. Sidelines gang it is. As always, none of this is financial advice, just my opinion on the market, and yeah, cowboy out. Peace.